All right, class.
Yes, yes.
Recess is over. Let's clean up. Clean up. Class.
Yes, yes.
What do we do after we have a bucket? Hand sanitizer. Huh? You keep it? Not right now. Put everything away. Hand sanitizer back to your seat. Ava, sit. 20. 19.
Can't find my tub anywhere.
Look by Brooke. 18. 17. 16. Legos, hurry up. I know, clean up faster. When you are done, sit at your seat. Yes. Let's clean up. 15. Do you see color? Not the carpet right now. 15. We are being too loud cleaning up. Landon, do you want me to clip down? Okay. Brooks, did you hand sanitize? Go get some hand sanitizer. Make sure if you were using a when done bucket, you hand sanitized. When you have everything cleaned up, sit at your seat quietly and I'll give you your instructions. I'm waiting for quiet friends. Sydney's being quiet. Sydney, go move your clip up. Riley's being quiet. Riley, go move your clip up. Cooper, go move your clip up. I'll give you instructions just a little bit. I'm still waiting on some people to sit. Alright. So just like every day, we're going to do our mentor sentence. What do we write first?
Today.
What is today? Tuesday? September 22nd, 2020. When you get the date done, what do you write after you get the date done? Copy the sentence. After you copy it, it says label the highlighted parts of speech. What words are highlighted? So I want you to say what part of speech is it? Okay? We've got a noun. We've got whatever this is. A verb. Alright, so when I say go get your mentor sentence notebook, your paper is going to look like this. And we always draw a line in the middle, right? Go find the next open square. And then write the date first. And then type the sentence. And then label the highlighted parts of speech. Alright, table 6 and table 5. Go your mentor sentence and start. Yes, Landon? And whatever that is. I have explained this whole thing, so you just begin your mentor sentence and get started. Yes. So above it, above the word, write what it is. Table 4, go your mentor sentence and start. Table 1, mentor sentence and get started. Mentor sentence notebook, get going. Table 2, go get your mentor sentence notebook and get started. Michaela, we're not talking. Go mentor sentence notebook and get started. Michaela, table 2. Huh?
I haven't done this before.
Yeah, it's not for the date. Yeah. And we've read this book before. That's when they wanted the hot blanket. And table 3, mentor sentence notebook and get started.
Can we write it again?
Write the sentence again. Harley, Mentor's in his notebooks. It's over there. It's not in your... Okay. We'll go get your notebook. You have 5 minutes. When the big hand's on the 9, we are moving on. Write the date, write the sentence, and then label above the word what part of speech it is.
What?
The part of speech.
What? Why did I get this?
I don't know where you got that. Copy the date. Tuesday, September 22nd, 2020.
Could I just T?
No, write Tuesday. Just write Tuesday. Write what you see up here. Brooks. And when you have everything done, do not ask me what you're doing. Just sit there quietly until I give you further instructions. No, you do not actually have to highlight them. Just write above it what it is. If it's a noun, put an N. If it's a V, put a verb. Hunter, copy the date. I know you don't have the date copied yet. You are not working. Yes, the whole sentence. You don't have to highlight it. It just is telling you these words. It's highlighted. And then above the highlighted word, put an N for noun or a V for verb, whatever you think it is. Yes, Luke? All right, sit there quietly. I'll give you further instructions just a little bit. You've got 3 minutes to get all this copied. Landon, you're making very bad decisions today. Cindy, you don't have to highlight. It is a capital H. Yeah, we're not doing that right now. We're just highlighting parts of speech. Landon said, put your jacket on properly. On properly, Landon. Why would you think you know? You've got 1 minute to get everything copied and to label your parts of speech. I've explained multiple times what I mean by label parts of speech. Riley, if you're done, go back to your seat. When you are done, stay at your seat. No, if you're done, go back to your seat. It wants you to cows and type. Those are the words labeled. So if cow is a noun or a verb, run an N above it for noun or a V above it for verb. Back to your seat, Eva. Highlighted word cows. Is cows a noun or a verb? So put an N above it. Is type a noun or a verb? Put a V above it. Alright, we should all be done copying by now. The two highlighted words are cows and types. Who can tell me what cows is? Is that a noun or a verb, Sydney?
No.
Am I going to put an N above it?
Yeah.
What about type? Who can tell me what type is? Scarlett?
Verb.
A verb, so I'll put a V above it. We should all have this copied by now. Alright, when I call your table group, you're going to put up your mentor sentence notebook and come join me on the carpet. Table 1. Go put your mentor sentence notebook up and come join me on the carpet. Table 2. Mentor sentence notebook up and join me on the carpet. Table 3. Put your mentor sentence up and come to the carpet. Table 4. We should be coming to the carpet if your mentor sentence is up. Brooks, carpet. Table 5. Yes. Landon. You are real close, moving your clip down again. Table 6. Kylie, put it up and come to the carpet. Hunter, no talking. Put it up into the carpet. Yes, Scarlett? Yes. Find a space and sit. Sit, Hunter. Alright. When everyone's eyes are up here, I'll begin. Oh, I don't see Zachary's eyes, or Wyatt's eyes, or Hunter's eyes. Where should our eyes be?
On the screen.
What are you doing if they're not on the screen? Not paying attention. Alright, so you guys are pretty good about this, but we're going to go over again. When should we capitalize?
At the first digit of a sentence. And if the
Yeah.
I is alone.
The first letter of a sentence. So in the sentence I have, it says, bears sleep in the winter. What letter do they underline? Tyler?
B.
The B in bears. Alright, this next one. The pronoun I. Do we capitalize every single I we see?
No.
When do we capitalize it?
When it's alone.
When it's alone, if he's all alone.
Alone. Really sad and alone.
Yeah, so he wants to be capitalized. Alright. So we've seen these before, right? People, places, and things. What are those called? Nouns. Do we capitalize nouns?
Yes.
Did we capitalize nouns?
Yes.
Oh, Luke just said a key word. What kind of nouns do we capitalize?
Proper noun.
Proper nouns. So for people, are these people's names? Javier, Ella, Sari?
Yes.
Are they capitalized?
Yes.
What if it just said boy and girl? Do we capitalize boy and girl?
No.
Even though they're nouns, are they proper?
No.
No. In places, these are Texas as a state, Richmond's a city, and Atlantic Ocean. Do we capitalize those?
Yes.
What if we just said state?
No.
Do we say yes or no? Should we capitalize state?
No.
No. We capitalize the name of the state, Texas. Richmond's a city. Do we capitalize city or do we capitalize Richmond? Richmond. What about Atlantic Ocean? Do we capitalize Atlantic Ocean?
Yes.
What if it was just ocean? It wasn't Atlantic. Do we capitalize ocean? No. And then things. The month, July is a month. So we capitalize that. That's the name of the month. If I just say month, do we capitalize that? No. Monday. Yeah, I capitalize Monday. If I just said day of the week, we don't capitalize days. December's another one. Grand Canyon. Yeah. What if I just said canyon? I take out grand. Do I capitalize canyon? No, canyon's just a thing. Alright, so you guys are pretty good at capitalizing. So we're going to go back over elements of a narrative. So last time we left off, we just did our decap and we finished our pre-write. So today we're going to be working on the first thing in our story, the beginning. So what happens in the beginning? What can you guys read? And we've been over this before, so we should all know what happens in the beginning. Nolan, what happens in the beginning? Who do we meet?
Oh, I know.
We meet the characters and
The settings.
the settings.
The settings of the time.
Alright, so do you guys remember my story I told you guys?
Yeah.
When I saved the world?
Yeah.
What was my setting? You guys remember? Luke, what was my setting? Neighborhood? Where did I start?
At your house.
I started at my house and I ran out the house. So I started at my house and I ran out the house. Did my setting change when I ran out?
Yes.
So my setting changed from my house into the neighborhood like Luke said, right? So when I start my story in the beginning, I'm going to talk about that. That's going to be how I start. It's me around the house. For characters, it's just me at the beginning, right? It's just me running out the house. There's other characters in the story near the end, but it's not really in my beginning, is it?
No.
No, and so I remember Cindy's example, you were cleaning with your siblings, right? So are you going to introduce your siblings here? Yeah, because you were cleaning with them, so it's important to introduce your siblings. I was just filling the garbage truck by myself. So, am I the main character?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the story's about me. So, we're writing a personal narrative, right?
Yeah.
So, what kind of words are we using? Are we talking about I, me, and my?
Yes.
Are we talking about you, him, and her?
No.
No, we're talking about ourselves. It's your story, it's your personal narrative. Okay? Yeah. So, on this pre-write, remember we went over the catchy first sentence to capture reader's attention? What do we call that? The catchy first sentence to get the reader's attention. We hook them in. It's called our hook. So when we write hooks, there's different ways that we can write hooks. So when I wrote my hook, I used something interesting. But there's other things you can use. You can use questions. You can use statistics, like data, like numbers. And you can just write something interesting. So I kind of started mine off with a question, asking, have you ever been told the earth was dying and the humans were the reason? That's like a question, right? Is that a question?
Yeah.
How do we know it's a question? What words did I use to tell you this is a question? Scarlett? What are my first two words? Have you? So isn't that kind of like a question?
Yeah.
Like, have you ever had ice cream before? Is that a question? Yeah. So have your question words.
But you didn't put a question mark.
Oh, you're right. So how do people know it's a question? So should I change that to a question mark?
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. That's why it's important to check stuff like that. Yes, Tobin? Yes. Alright, so your hook is going to be the first sentence in your personal narrative. Is everyone's hook going to be the first sentence in your personal narrative?
No.
Yes. Your hook is always going to be your first sentence, your personal narrative, okay? Everyone's hook. So the hook you wrote down here in your pre-write, everyone wrote a pre-write. That's going to be the first sentence in all of yours. So you already have your first sentence done. Is that easy? Yeah. So, are we going to add stuff after the hook? Yes. We're not going to go straight into first because this part of our, we have our beginning. This part of our middle. First, next, and last are part of our middle section. We'll go over that sometime later this week. We're just focused on the introduction today. Introduction, beginning, the beginning. Sorry. We're going to focus on just our beginning. We'll get to the middle later on this week. So what do we say goes in our beginning? I kind of forgot. Who can help me remember? What goes in our beginning? Tyler?
The particular sentence and then
Introducing the characters. So your introduction should include, count with me, 1, your hook. 2, meet the characters. And 3, introduce the setting, not the pencil. Introduce the setting. Alright, so your beginning should include what 3 things? 1, the hook. 2, the characters, meet the characters. And 3, the setting. People aren't repeating it with us, so I don't know. They're going to ask me questions later what we're doing. Brooks, what are we doing? We're writing our beginning, right? So the first thing we need is our hook. Then we meet the characters. Then we introduce the setting. Luke, what are we doing? What's the first thing we're doing?
Putting on our hook.
Hook. Second.
Characters.
Third.
Setting.
Should we be asking me what we're doing when I get you guys started?
No.
Have I told you guys what we're doing?
Yeah.
Multiple times? Okay, so don't be asking me in 5-10 minutes about what you're supposed to be writing, because we all know it now. Yes, Michaela?
Are we writing on the bottom of it? Like, the bottom?
The conclusion? Or the end?
Yeah.
No, we're just focusing on the beginning today. And I'm going to model what that looks like. So we're going to write the introduction to my story.
I've already done the beginning.
Okay. Okay. So title, the time.
I saved the world.
Now I saved the world. Oh, I've already forgotten. What do I put in my first sentence? What's my first sentence always going to be, Ava?
Your hook.
My hook, and that's good. We got to capitalize. We just learned about capitalizing, right? All right. So my first hook, I'm going to look at my pre-write, and I'm going to see, have, did I make a mistake?
Yeah.
What happened?
We got to put the U.
I forgot to put the U. And ever, U has an ever? No, U has a U, right? So if you see me make a mistake like that, make sure you correct me, because sometimes I forget. Tobin and Hunter, focus. Ben. Is that Ben?
No.
That's someone's name, right? That's not what I'm trying to spell. I'm not trying to spell someone's name. Have you ever been told the... here's a key word. Earth. Do I have to capitalize the E in Earth? Yes. I'm looking at my pre-write. I didn't capitalize my pre-write, so that's a mistake I did. So I'll capitalize. Do I write on this first line, or do I skip a line? Skip a line. You guys are getting good today. Earth.
We are. I mean, some people.
What's the last letter in Earth? You can tell me, Hunter. H. Good job. You guys have helped me write good today. The Earth was dying. And do I have to capitalize humans? No, we're all humans. That's just a noun. Were. Humans isn't a proper noun. It's just a noun. the reason. And then we said in our pre-write that I don't need a period, I need a what kind of punctuation? Question mark. Good. People are paying attention. Alright, is that my hook? That's my hook. What was my second step? I got my first step down the hook. My second step was Elena. Meet the characters. What's my third step? My second is meet the characters, like you said. What was my third step? Introduce the setting. Do I have to do in that order? Do I have to meet the characters and then the setting? No. Yeah. And when I say meet the characters, do I just mean right? I did it with my siblings. Is that it? No. Yeah, you can't just write I did it with my brother, and then do the same thing. Are we gonna do that with setting either? Or we say I was in my house? We're not gonna write I was in my house. Period.
No.
What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do then? Am I gonna add detail by talking about that? Detail and add descriptive language, right? Yeah. So if I do that, do you guys have to do that? Yeah. And we'll do that some today. Alright, so I'm going to introduce my setting first because I don't have many characters. Because we said I'm the main character and I'm the only one running out the house. No one's running with me. So I'm going to introduce the setting. You guys know what that word is? Remember. I even spelled it wrong. I even spelled remember wrong, and you guys knew the word. There's an M that goes there.
I knew it.
I remember one day. If we're talking, are we listening to what I'm writing? No. Kylie, head up. Does that I look lonely? Did I capitalize him? Oh, good, I did. Sitting in. Huh? I-N.
It doesn't even look like an N.
Well, sorry. Is that an N?
Yeah.
Is that better? I gotta make sure I'm doing my letters right so that people can read it. You gotta make your letters right so people can read it. I was in my house and I heard. What does heard end in? Heard. D. And I heard garbage. Who can spell truck for me? That's a T-R. U. Did someone say C-K? Good job, Scarlett. C-K. And I heard the garbage truck. When I heard the garbage truck, what did I do? I ran out that house super fast and found my bicycle. Could I keep up with the garbage truck if I was running? Not very well. No, not very well. Oh, here's a word I can use. Have you guys heard of the word immediately? Wouldn't that be a good word? I immediately ran out of my house. I know you guys don't have. I know it's hard for you guys to come up with big words like that, but I can. So immediately. That's a pretty big word. But you guys also know some big words too. And so when I add that, that's adding descriptive language. Yeah. Ran out of. I'll just not have to write it. I ran out and found my bicycle or bike.
Your bike.
And no, ran out
I found my bike. Then that's it.
and found my bike. Okay. Did my setting just change?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like we talked about when I was planning how I was going to write this, my setting did change. Found my bike. I began to follow the truck in order to save the world. You guys see a mistake I made?
Yes.
What mistake do you guys see? Who sees a mistake? Tyler, what's my mistake?
You didn't capitalize 15 and 2.
Well, it's not the first letter. But it is a capitalizing issue. Didn't I make a capitalizing issue here? Hunter, what do you see?
You didn't capitalize the first letter.
Well, it's still part of the sentence. I just flipped the page. One of these words is a proper noun. Tobin, what do you see? World. Did I capitalize the W?
No.
Oh, I didn't capitalize the W. You guys have caught me again. So when you guys are writing your thing, am I going to be looking for these things? Am I going to be looking for you guys to capitalize?
Yes.
Am I going to be looking for you guys to add detail and descriptive language?
Yes.
And I'm also going to be looking for a hook, characters, and a setting. Is your beginning done if you don't have a hook and a character and setting?
No.
No? Are you going to keep writing till you do have hook, character, and setting?
Yes.
Yes. Alright. I'm going to give you guys about 15 minutes right now, okay?
Okay, that's what my birthday is, the 15th.
Okay. So when I call you, I'm going to give you your handout, your pre-write, and your decaf work from yesterday. And you're going to go and get started. What voice level are we on?
0.
And are we working the whole time?
Yes.
Okay.
Writing is quiet.
Luke.
The first
Luke is
one.
over here. Elena. Riley. Wyatt. Yes, quickly. Cooper.
Can I go to bed?
Alright, put your stuff in this one. Go. Kylie. Lauren. Lauren's right there. Is that? Oh, yeah. Oh, Luke, I think I gave you someone else's. Whose name's on that?
Oh, this is Landon.
Oh, Landon, go to your seat. And Luke, can you give it to him? Here, and yours is right here, Luke. Alright. Ava.
That's not a brownie.
Hunter. Friendly. Harley. Nolan.
Something happened.
Nolan's in the restroom. Lincoln's not here.
Sorry, bro. Something happened.
Sydney.
Oh.
Michaela.
Listen, we're trying to send it.
Scarlett. Tobin. If you want to go ahead and finish the pre-write, you can, okay? Yeah, you're going to your first, next, and last.
I got a tail.
Maybe. Zachary. Brooks, I'll get you a piece of paper and you can write your decals, okay? Olivia and Kyler. Yeah, because you weren't here Friday, so we did that Friday. I'll help you guys. Olivia, I'll help you in just a second, okay? Your hat hurts. I'll ask Miss Smith if she'll staple it for you. What's those supposed to be on? Okay. You can't see what? Title? What's your title? You come with your own title, not my title. We're not copying what I write. You're writing what you want to write. Make your title and then have your hook. Remember you're 13, right? This is your folder for you for writing, okay? Say it, Luke. Writing folder. Then you're gonna put it You don't need to think of your hook. It should be in your pre-write. This is your red folder, okay? I'm looking for your info right now. Kylie. Right? That's your beginning. Write on hook now, and then keep writing. Introduce your character and your setting. Kylie. Do some more today. That's your folder. So when you're done, you can Hold on 1 second, Brooks. I'm coming. I'll help him, Hunter. You should know what you're doing.
What is a decaf?
I'll help you in just a second, Brooks. You got 4 in your folder. When we're done, you got 3 in there, okay? Landing word.
Everybody likes my new
That's why we're learning.
Everybody likes my new
We have been planning this. That's why we did a pre-write. You didn't do a pre-write for nothing, did you? So you wrote your story. But those are from your body, so we're just trying to remove that. Introduce characters that were in your story, and introduce the setting. Introduce them, and then introduce your setting. Now in your story, do you have any characters, or is it just you? Talk about it. Add detail. Keep going. You should not be there. Alright, Brooks. Yeah, we need our decap first. I'm helping. So on that first line, Brooks, you want to write capital D. Here, have a new one. Like this. My first line, I have a D. All right, September 22nd, 2020. Okay. Yeah, so right when I have D, September 22nd. Olivia, I'm gonna write it up here for you, okay? Your C, central idea.
Do I just copy it?
Yeah. So C would be your central idea, so helping the world. I didn't write that very well, it's my handwriting, but.
What is your A?
A is audience, so who do you want to write to? You can write to class, mom, dad, brother. Yeah, so write personal narrative. Langdon, right. Helping the world. I wrote it on the board. Yes, Toby.
Brooks, go wash your hands, bud.
When you're done. Hold on 1 second.
Whoever's making the noises, please stop.
Well, I'm trying our introduction. We're not ready. Trying to have our introduction. Well, you're fine. Just you're done for today. It's going to take a couple days. So I'm going to hurry along. Do you have your setting? What's your setting? What are you doing then? Is this just happening? We're outside. Okay, well, we're outside. Spells that you count on hoping for. Yeah, we're outside at the house. Are you in the street? Are you in the woods? On the sidewalk, on the front lawn, where you at? Okay. Keep running, stuff like that. Introduce setting new characters. Let's just say you're outside. Outside's not the setting. Try decaf. When I have, I'm gonna go sit in the carpet. We've got 5 more minutes. Keep running for 5 minutes.
Your pocket folder in the back. You go check for me.
you are done, in your green folder, look, your green folder on the back, there is scrap paper. This is where you can free write. If you're done, you can free write. We're not drawing. We want words, okay? So write anything you want. If you want to write about this morning, go for it. P, it's called personal narrative. Do you have help doing it? I help doing that. It was just you. And then I clinical thought and thoughts about what to do. About what to do. Copy your folks and then introduce the characters in the setting. Did you do it with someone? Or is it just you? That's like I did my side. It's just me. But I didn't introduce characters but myself. What's the character, isn't it? If you want to. Like you just told me. You can do it careful. Sit. We've got 3 minutes of writing. We are going to write on this tomorrow and the next day. So you do not have to hurry. We've got time. Free write in the green folder. There's paper at the very back of it. Alright, just another minute. Then we're going to move on to grammar.
What's grammar?
We do it every day.
Read science.
No. Harley, stay seated. Riley and Sydney, no talking. Which question, Scarlett? Yeah. Alright. It is time to clean up. All the stuff you have for your personal narrative, your pre-write and your rough draft right now, put it in your green folder for tomorrow. Inside your green folder. We are going to work on it tomorrow and the next day. Yep. You need help? Right now we're cleaning up. Put in your green folder. I passed out everyone's green folder. Once I see a table that is ready, we'll move on. Table 2 is ready. Come bring your green folder. Table 2, right there. That's just stuff you. That was before you were here. Probably not today. Yes. Table 3. Come give me your green folder, Harley. Quick. We're done. We're gonna run it tomorrow, Harley. Harley, green folder. We're going to work on it for a long time. Quickly, Thorn. Quickly. Yeah, if it's from later, put it on the other side. Table 4. Come bring me your green folder. Table 4, come bring me your green folder. Harley, come on. No, not carpet. With your whole story? I don't believe it. We've got a long way to go. Table 5, green folders, come. Come on. Table 6 and table 1. Come bring me your green folder. Table 6 and 1.
Why does that happen every day?
Nope, no carpet. Back to your seat, quickly. Alright, we're going to continue going over. Sit. We should have been cleaned up a long time ago. We should be sitting. We're going to continue going over the endings of plural words.
What is plural word?
Because it's important.
I'm doing social studies.
No.
No.
Plural. What are the two plurals? We've been going over them. What are the two endings? S.
Oh, and yes. Yes.
ES. How have we been going over? How do we know between an S and an ES? How do we decide? Tyler?
If the sound at the last of the last letter makes
A hissing sound. So what if it's like the first sound?
the first sound.
No. So cheese. No, because that's at the first. Cheese history at the first. We just want the end. So what about a word like witch? How do I plural witch? S or ES, Luke?
Yes,
How did you know?
because it starts with
Because it ends in a sh. It's hissing. What about fox? ES or S, Brinley?
S.
S? Box.
Oh, yes.
ES. Already got that. Fish. S or ES, Riley? Fish. ES.
That one, fish and fish. Like, you can't change it.
Fish.
Yeah, I saw one fish, I saw several fish.
Oh, okay.
Like, there's some that stay the same, like fox. I saw one fox, I saw 7 fox. There's rule breakers.
Rule breakers, huh?
Yes.
Do we like rule breakers? No, we follow the rules.
They're no, we love rule breakers. I don't like jawbreakers. Jawbreakers? No, rule. Glass.
S or ES for glass?
S. Is.
Cooper.
Yes. Yes.
Glass. S or ES?
Glasses.
S or ES ending?
Yes. There's a rule.
ES. Alright, so we've been doing this. You guys know this. We're going to do one of them foldable books again. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut out the box, cut along the black lines, and then cut this middle line. I'll show you guys. I'll do it real quick. Hold scissors properly. Are we all watching?
Yes.
What happens if you're not watching?
You're gonna
You're gonna mess up and you're gonna ask me how to do it, right? I don't want half the class ask me what we're doing. We shouldn't be getting anything out, Brooks. Alright. I have cut out the paper. Now it wants us to cut this horizontal this line right down the middle. Yes, Tobin. Sit and I'll tell you. Alright. Now I've cut that line. I didn't cut all the way across, so it's still together. And you can open it. Yeah, so I'm going to give you a scrap piece of paper and we're going to glue this on there, okay? Huh? So that when you glue it on there, just glue this line. Don't start gluing this. You want to be able to open your book. Oh, it's supposed to be like that. That's because you weren't paying attention. It's a book. So you got to open the page.
Like was it is a book.
Oh. Listen. Tobin, can you pass out scrap paper to people? Tobin will bring out a scrap piece of paper. If yours doesn't look like this, is it correct?
No.
Okay, should it look like this? If you mess up, I do not have extras. I just have enough for everyone to have one. Once you have it done, class, once you have it done, I will give you one of these when you come to me. We're going to cut these out and we're going to glue them. Okay, it's either a word that has an ES or an S ending. So if it has an S ending, glue it under the S. If it has an ES, glue it under ES. Yes, Harley. Class.
Yes.
You're being too loud and someone's trying to ask me a question. Yes, Harley. I'm starting to move clips down. And just try not to rip it. If you rip it, then it's your fault. I do not have extra papers for this. When I give you your paper, you may get out scissors.
You like my tail?
Class. If you cut stuff, do you have to be talking? No, talking does not help you cut. I'm getting you your paper as quick as I can. You should not be talking. You should be cutting. I am almost done. Class. After you have it cut, what are you coming to get? This piece of paper. Do not say you're done until you have this piece of paper. Yes, start cutting.
You didn't give me a piece of scratch. Right. Tobin was.
Looks like we're out. Oh. Cut. Hunter.
See, we already have so much.
I thought we said we don't need to talk to cut. We are not talking, we are cutting.
Ashley does it. I cut it. Your face off. How sharp are those scissors?